Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to talk about our new EV charger cost and revenue calculator. We have added this to the landing page and to our marketing campaigns for customers as a way to capture their information and get their email addresses so we can send them to you as leads. So it's good for you to know what this calculator does. It's also a tool for you to use when you're selling EV charging, because the revenue that these chargers can produce is pretty significant. And I just wanted to go over with you how this calculator works. The one we have on the website is simplified. The customers don't have to put in their cost. They could just pick the number of chargers, and it's based on wall box. It just gives them an idea of one particular style. But ours, the one that we have for internal use, which you have a link to here in this email, this one is more robust and it has a lot more chargers. If we look at the size of the charger, we go all the way from 6.6 kW up to 150. By the way, down below 1.92 and 3.84. Those are the orange chargers, the smaller, lower kW ones. But I'm going to pick the 11.5 kW here for this example. 11.5 kW would be a 48 amp charger. So that could be the Breeze EV charger, could be the wall box charger. And so we look up here and we look at what service plan we would have. These are the amp up service plan numbers. There could be other ones, but for sake of this argument, we could use amp up, pick the $15 monthly plan. And then let's assume we had 4 chargers in an area. So we'll pick 4 chargers. Now, the next area, the next field we have to fill in, what is the electricity rate? What is the rate that the customer is paying? So let's say it was here in New Jersey and it was 15 cents a kilowatt hour. Then the next question is, how much do you want to charge people to use your electricity? And we modified the one for the customer facing one on our website. It tells them that the average charge nationally is 39 cents. That's what people are charging. So we'll plug 39 cents into there. The next field, it says some EV charging providers offer an hourly rate. Would you like to charge an hourly rate? And that means if someone is connected on EV charging, you could charge them $1 an hour, let's just say, to be connected to your charger in addition to the kilowatt hours. This is more impactful if you have a low kW charger. For example, if you were to use those orange chargers and you did a level 1, 1.8 kW, well, that can make a huge difference if you put that hourly charge in. But on some of the bigger ones, it doesn't make much of a difference. If you have subsidies in your area, well, then, it may not make as much difference. And it's really a customer preference whether they do this or not. We'll leave it at $1 right now. So $1 an hour charge. Then the next question is about utilization. And this is what a lot of the selling really comes down to on EV charging is utilization. We have to guess at what the utilization is going to be. We really don't know. But, again, if you're putting it into a parking garage and you have 4 chargers in a large parking garage, you're going to figure somebody's going to be parked there every day. And, how depleted is their battery? Who knows, right? But certainly 4 hours a day, maybe 8 hours a day, would be reasonable. Let's plug in 4 hours a day for right now. And the next thing we would put in would be the hardware cost, the unit hardware cost for the charger, and then install cost. And so for this example, the unit hardware cost, I'll use the wall box. And when I say cost, it's our sell price, right? So the sell price. So the 48 amp wall box has an MSRP, a sell of $699. And then for installation, and let's just make this 699.00. And then for installation, let's assume that was wall mounted, right? So it's mounted on the wall. We're within 150 feet of the panel. We use a $3,000 estimate. Now, if you look here, this DOE link, this is on our web page. This allows customers to see what the DOE came up with as an average cost for installing EV chargers. It's a way for us to put a number out there to see if people are interested and start a dialogue. And then we move to charging them for a site assessment fee, which is going to be a separate video and email I'll send out to you on how that works. But just know that this $3,000, is kind of a plug number so that someone can see how the economics would run. And based on this right here, we see that based on these 4 chargers without any subsidy, we're at a 16-month break even. It's generating net revenue, gross revenue of $1,800+ a month, but you're netting around $949 a month. But still pretty significant, right? And this is the messaging that we want to give to our customers, and what we're trying to tell them is that it's pretty significant what you can earn. So be cautious if you give away your revenue and allow one of the charging companies to take 95% of your revenue in exchange for putting the units in for you. You're within 16 months, this is a money-making machine, even without subsidies. Now, a salesperson, just reached out to me before, and it's the subsidy in his area was up to $5,000 a charger for installation, which means this would just be $699. There would be no installation cost because it was covered by rebate. And you'll see that this didn't change in terms of the monthly profit, but the payback went down to 3 months. And that's pretty extraordinary, right? How many 3-month paybacks do you see? It's just like it is with lighting, where these subsidies are significant. You really want to go after that. So another couple of tips about this charger, you really do need to reset it with this reset button every time you want to re-put in the information, because if you don't completely clear it, if you just were to go in now and change this, and make it 10 units, let's see if it works. Well, this time it works, but sometimes it does not work, right? But this one now is still breaking even in 3 months, as you saw before, but the amount of monthly revenue is up significantly. So many of the rebate programs have a limit or cap to the number, and so you may want to start with that number. Anyway, just wanted to go over this with you so everyone is familiar. You have the link. This link does not require inputting any data, but if we were to go to our landing page, just so you know, FSG.com/EV-charging, and we go to that landing page, you will see, try the EV charger cost and revenue calculator. For customers, they must give us their information in order to see that calculator. And when they see the calculator, just so you're aware, when you're talking to people, this is the public version of that calculator. And you could see here that we're just giving them one choice, an 11.5 kW charger, and unit hardware is $699 each. Installation cost is $3,000 each. They can pick a pedestal mount or a wall mounted unit to do a quick calculation. And again, this is, see, we put here 35 cents is the national average. I said 39 before, so I stand corrected. But this is what we're using for customers to kind of get a taste of it. So any questions? If you have problems with this, the Guide Center, Brandon Borland, myself, any of us would be happy to help you walk through it. So with that, I say thank you very much, and go sell some EV chargers.